You are going to be watching a clip from the movie called Fancy Pants, starring Bob Hope and Lucille Ball.
One for the road?
For a man with a bad leg, you ride pretty good.
Oh, well, when one is born to the saddle, the hunt must go on.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. In fact, the Brinstead coat of arms is a pair of riding breeches rampant on a field of blisters.
That's very funny. Now, let's see you laugh your way out of this, Mr. Tyler.
Tyler? Who's Tyler?
You are. Here's your picture, Mr. Tyler. I've been reading what they had to say about you. Here you are. Arthur Tyler, an American and an actor. But not a very good one.
Oh, yeah, just a minute. There's one here that says that look at here. It says, Arthur Tyler gives a standout performance.
And you admit that you are Arthur Tyler.
Oh, of course not.
And what's this scrapbook doing under your pillow?
I like to sleep with my head high. I'm Humphrey, Earl of Brinstead, old fellow. Pip, pip, and all that sort of hoity-toity.
I'm Humphrey, Brimstead, and all that sort of stuff.
And I'd like to take my scrapbook.
You know, the president in this whole town's going to be real upset when they find out how you and them flouts tried to make fools of him.
Okay, supposedly President Teddy Roosevelt came to this town because there was an English gentleman there by the name of Brimstead that he wanted to meet. And so in the movie, President Teddy Roosevelt is actually involved. Okay? Now, this man here on the left is on to Humphrey. He is an actor. Arthur Tyler, who was recruited by a man who wanted to impress a lady, Lucille Ball, and Lucille Ball's mother. And so that man hired an actor off the stage to play Humphrey, a butler. Humphrey came to this town as a butler, but it was told that Brimstead, the English gentleman, would be in this town, and so the President of the United States is coming to meet Brimstead. So Bob Hope plays the actor Arthur Tyler, and you saw the man on the left reveal to the one behind the bar, who's now playing the character role of Brimstead, the English gentleman that the president wants to meet. And the only reason he was there is because he was playing the role of Humphrey, a butler. So, where am I going with all this? Well, Bob Hope, the actor that we know as Bob Hope, plays Hubert Humphrey, Vice President of the United States under Lyndon Baines Johnson, who, by the way, is actually John Wayne. So you have two famous actors playing roles in the mid-60s. You have John Wayne playing Lyndon Baines Johnson, and you have Bob Hope playing Hubert Humphrey, Vice President. Now, the reason I brought this up is because they're fictional characters. Hubert Humphrey was a fictional character. Incidentally, I have a video on that. And if I remember, I'll try to leave you a link to show you that Bob Hope plays Hubert Humphrey, Vice President under Johnson. Where do they get these names like Hubert Humphrey? Well, Bob Hope probably said, if I'm going to be involved in your political shenanigans, I'll take the name of a character that I played in a movie. And the credits at the end of this movie will just show the name of Humphrey. Was played by Bob Hope. But in reality, even the character in the movie is Arthur Tyler, not Humphrey. And Humphrey's listed in the credits at the end of the movie just with one name, Humphrey. No first or last name, just Humphrey, played by Bob Hope. So even in the names that are selected, there are clues. And I didn't discover this clue until I watched this movie. By the way, the movie's a rather delightful movie, and it's a fun movie, and it's a very sort of upbeat movie with lots of sort of slapstick comedy. And I just watch movies to see what I can find. And when I came across this, I said, Eureka! How do they get these names? Now, on one of my other channels, I did a video with an old Humphrey Bogart movie whereby I tried to suggest that the name Jack Ruby, the so-called killer of Lee Harvey Oswald in the hoax assassination of JFK, that name was derived from a particular movie. And I forget the title of that video that I did, but I tried to suggest strongly that they pull some of these names out of movies or television roles or whatever, and the public is completely naive and doesn't realize that Humphrey, Hubert Humphrey, Bob Hope. And they put it right in the credits at the very end of the movie. I'll see if I can fast forward it to the very end of the movie for you. So please be patient. It gets kind of interesting because here comes Teddy Roosevelt. And he's going to be revealed as a hoax, namely Bob Hope. And it's a scrapbook that has the information that shows that he is Arthur Tyler, an actor. And that's what they're doing. They're chasing each other because of the scrapbook, because it is the evidence that he's a phony, even though he's playing the role of an important gentry Englishman called Brimstead. Now, of course, Lucille Ball is dressed in the blue. You might even realize there's some analysis here on color. Lucille Ball in blue, Bob Hope in red, and the gentleman there that's going to reveal him has a purple tie on. Now, there's Teddy Roosevelt. And Bob Hope is still fearful, or Arthur Tyler is fearful he will be revealed. They were supposedly having a fox hunt, and now Teddy Roosevelt wants to congratulate him, and he wants to give Teddy Roosevelt a bunch of lines of BS. All the dogs are there because they had a fox hunt. So he's trying to tell the crowd that he's a phony, and he just did. So listen to what she says, Lucille Ball.
If we get out of this alive, nothing will ever come between us.
Lucille Ball yelled his name, Humphrey. I missed that part.
Can kill a guy.
So we'll get to the credits, and you'll see on the credits that he's just listed as Humphrey. There you are. Humphrey. Bob Hope. No first, last name, just Humphrey. But the actual character he played in the movie was Arthur Tyler, an actor. Humphrey was the butler that he played in the movie. And then the butler became the English gentleman, Brimstead. So he was playing a number of roles. There's a clue. Hubert Humphrey was Bob Hope. Well, you can see my other video on it where I will use the picture and a few other things to connect Bob Hope with Vice President of the United States Hubert Humphrey, later presidential candidate that did not succeed in the 1968 election, but nevertheless, it's all a scam. A scam artist, Arthur Tyler, played the role of a butler, and he played the role of an English gentleman, and at the end he was revealed as a phony. Humphrey was a phony, and Hubert Humphrey was a phony. Thank you for watching this video. End of video.